Did you see that if you are using real lot sizes, you can make a lot of money in a short period?
Yeah, I've been looking at that. And I was like, this is incredible. So tell me, when you're using size lot 10, how much balance do you need to have on trading view?
If you want to use lot size 10,
Yeah.
I think before using lot size 10,
Yeah.
what you just have to do is to deposit money that can allow you to be able to trade lot size 1. Then
Okay.
what you are going to do, you are going to take 10 trades using lot size 1, but not at the same day. After taking those trades are going to determine whether you are ready. They are going to determine your money. They are going to because as for those trades, you will find that if, let's say, you are using those lot sizes, what must happen is that you have to grow that money until you are able to open lot size 10. Like, don't fund money that can make you trade lot size 10.
Yeah.
You don't have, you don't have to fund it. You can fund money that will let you trade lot size 1. Then you take 10 trades. After taking 10 trades, if those 10 trades they went successfully, that's when you are going to open lot size 10 at once without even hesitating.
Yeah. I hear you. So 0.1, it's something like $100.
0.0.1, I think it's not $100. Like if you are using if you want to use 0. Like if you are, let's say, if you are funding less than $100, you are supposed to use 0.1.
Okay.
If you are funding more than $1,000, you are supposed to use lot size 1. So if you are funding more than 100,000, that means you can
Can you find more than 100,000?
I do that. Like, I think you will do it because it's simple. But as for me, I don't really like funding with much money unnecessarily. If, let's say, I want to fund money, I told you that if I'm funding money, that means I'm having a solid plan. I can't just fund money if I'm not having a plan. And I don't think I can even fund money if I'm not having a plan, a trading plan. I come with a trading idea. So my trading ideas are based on a lot of things. That's the reason why I showed you the budget.com so that you can see how the seasonal tendency work or how do they correspond. So it's very much important because if you remember, I told you that the market takes 3 months. After 3 months, it changes the direction. So guys, so let me show you what happened here. But you can see we can no longer analyze this. So I'm going to clear every chat. If you see this video while it's no longer live, just know that this is how we do it. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, somebody was calling me, so when I was trying to tell them to stop, I'll call them. I'm still busy. I don't know then what happened, but yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, can you see that what happened here? It's exactly what I told you, or it's exactly how I show you, right?
Yeah.
You can see that this low was created like it was. You can see that this low was a lower low. That what the market came to it because it was not going to come to this one because it left at this one. After it comes back to it, it tries to move upward. So I really think that it's simple to build a career using these models because mostly they always repeat the same thing. If you are wrong, you don't lose because if you are wrong, you notice even, do you see that even if you are wrong, you are going to notice here. You're going to notice, and it was going to be simple because it's on a 1 minute time frame, as you can see, right?
I see the inversion fair value gap
And the gap. So always it happens like that. There's no way they can create an inversion fair value gap and the market just go without a gap or without a low. So always we always have to know that it will always do that because look at here, ne? Do you see that?
Yeah.
Even if we are not talking about that gap, ne? It even came back to this low.
Yeah.
That means if you have put your orders here, you are going to
be in.
then you're always going to be in. So even if you used this one on top of this gap, like on top of this gap, and you put your orders here, you knew that it was going to come and take the orders. So I really think that using those moving averages is a bad idea because you will find that sometimes it can, like, it doesn't work like this. Those stories that they are trying to tell people, like, they don't even work like this.
Yeah, it's true.
So that's when we are on a smaller time frame there. So in a bigger time frame, we're going to be seeing a bigger structure in a different way. We don't chase the structure, like you don't have to chase the structure. What matters most is for you to know, because let's look at here. Ne? Do you remember when did this start? When did this market came to this gap? Do you remember when it came here?
I don't remember exactly, but
But remember when did we start these lessons?
yeah, that's when it was Thursday, yeah.
Because if you look at here, ne, you will find that, let's say, these positions were entered here on Wednesday, ne?
Yeah.
Let me try to do this. Ish. So do you see here there was a gap, and this gap, look at how long did it take for the market to come back to that gap?
Let's see.
Because here it's another week. Here it's another week.
Yeah.
This is another week. This is another week. So it left a gap 2 weeks before it comes back to it. Yeah, because this is the first week that where the market left a gap after taking out the high. Do you see that after taking out this external buy side liquidity that was created, it creates another high. After creating another high, the same time, the same day that it took out the external buy side liquidity, they had to put a gap here. They have to left the gap. And after leaving that gap, they had to come back to it after so long. After coming back to it, you can see they come back to it here. After coming back to it, there was a high up there. So that was our target. So that high is the high that you saw that we were using it last week when we withdraw this weekly external buy side liquidity. You can see it here. So this high was taken out again, you can see. Was taken out again by this week. From here up until there, it's 1 week. From here up until here, it's 1 week. So that means every week the market is taking out a high or a low. So every week, that means for you to participate in the price, you must look at the weekly range. So it's very important for you to know where the weekly range is. So
and then you will know then if it created the high or it created the low or it's created two highs, a high and a low.
So yeah, that's when you know. So how do we do these things, ne? I'm going to cancel. I'm going to remove everything, ne? Do you see how the charts are now? Can you see the difference? Somebody who doesn't have all those things that I have in my charts now, he only sees this. If he only sees this.
Now you don't know now what's happening here.
Yeah, you don't know. You cannot tell because there are many days here. You don't even see which days. Cannot trust which one might be real.
So now the first thing is to separate the days and the weeks.
Yeah, you will have to do that. Do you see that on the 1st of do you see that from the 1st of February the market had to go up? Like I told you that every first month we look for what? We look for going up opportunities. We just buy, like you don't even have to care. You just buy and hold, like you don't even have to care how much you think you are going to lose. But with the strategy, if you want to just follow the strategy, it will lead you there.
And I see how it went up from there.
Yeah, because from here you can see how it had to from 1 February. It had to it had to change the direction.
Mm. Mm.
So let's do this now.
Yeah.
Just try to- Do you see what happened here? Like here we're on Sunday now. So this is how people do their investments. So some people have to know how to invest, and the problem is that lot of people, they don't want to know how to invest. They're just jumping to invest, and sometimes you'll find that they don't have the right knowledge to invest, like, because
Yeah.
investing can lead you to commit suicide, especially if you are not that strong. You can just have to feel like, yo, that money that I lost if I bought a polo now, like, and it doesn't work like this in this industry.
Yeah.
Always make sure that
No.
you respect So this is what's going on. You can see this high, right? Was it taken out? It was.
Tuesday.
It wasn't taken out. It was taken out here on Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah.
Remember, this is a 15. This is a 15 minutes time frame. Remember that. Don't forget that. No?
Okay.
I will show you what I have to show you. Ish. So this was going on now.
Yeah.
So now what am I looking for now? What am I showing you here? I'm showing you a weekly range. How did it went up? Do you see the days? That's the reason why I'm showing you these days. Ne? Do you see that on Monday, the market created a low and it came here. Ne? Then on Tuesday, it created a high. It goes down to the Monday gap. After going back to the Monday gap, it went high. When did I tell you that we look for buying opportunities?
Tuesday.
So this is exactly what happened, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah. I see it now.
I don't guess the market, like and you won't even know the work that I put in even before I even get here. Like even now, I no longer care. Like I no longer care of taking trades. Like I just enjoy seeing people losing money while I even know what's even going on. Like that's the reason why I don't want to add a lot of people, because do you see the gap?
Yes. They see the gap there.
Isn't this a gap?
Yeah, that's the gap, yeah. That's the gap.
So I want to stop these mentorships because they do distract me.
But a lot of people will be losing information. So that means those who haven't got this information now, they are lost forever.
But as for me, I don't think it's going to be my duty for me to chase people because I'm not the government of South Africa. The government is responsible. The government is responsible for people's problems, because as for me, these mentorships, they make me lose money.
Yeah, and time.
And time. So I'm going to show you. Do you see?
I'm sitting under the tree here in a place where I'm a celebrity.
How are you a celebrity there?
Everybody knows me.
They knows you that side. You're too popular, ne?
Yeah,
Can you
because of this job that you are doing.
Can you still see my screen?
Yeah, I see it in the gap that you created. You created the bottom one, then you came with a second last, then you made a purple, pink or something.
This is a we call this a CB.
Wow.
You don't have to get lost. You don't have to get lost because invasion is this one. This is a invasion.
I see it there, yeah. I see it there, yeah. So what is the difference between a CB and an inversion? But I see the way you put it there, and then it came to touch it on it. But on this, on the CB, yeah, it just went up a little bit, came back down, and
Okay,
then it went up.
remember my strategies, ne?
Yeah.
Like these things that I'm showing you, ne, is something that not everything I got it from my mentor, but a lot of things I got them from experience doing these things.
Yeah.
Because I told you that sometimes I can be right and my mentor can be wrong. So this does happen. So do you see a gap here?
And I see yes, I see that one, yeah.
Where the market came back here before it went. So
yeah, it went to trigger it.
So before the market went up there, did you see what happened? So this is a weekly.
It triggered. It triggered it took the orders and then it took the previous high.
Like what you have to look for, or what you have to more focus on. Ne? Don't focus about these highs and these lows. Focus on the logic, because the logic that I'm trying to show you here is that this is what you have to see. Like this is what you have to see.
Yeah.
This is what you have to see, because let's say you can see that the market didn't even came to this low, but a lot of people, they expected the market to come back to this low, but it was not possible. So as for you, you had to know that the market was not coming to this gap. Like you had to know.
Okay.
So you had to know that this was the. So guys, how many opportunities for you going to have? Yeah. Yeah, can you see my analysis?
Yes, I see them. Yeah. Yeah, and this one that you put now, the trend line, that's between the CB and the inversion value gap. I see it. Then now you put in this one over there.
These things are always here.
last time because I wasn't noticing them. But now that you showed me, now I notice them and I see them every time. That when you do this, you will find them there.
That's the reason why I don't even like investing for people, because if you're investing for somebody, it's just giving him free money because he's not he's not even going to put any effort, like you're just doing it. Like, so that's the reason why I hate it. But these things have been simple forever.
Mm.
But I'm going to quit soon. I want to quit these things. I don't want to be popular doing these
Yeah.
things. So
Yeah, now that I'm in, I'm in now.
you're not going to be
And I
in
want to
because
quit it.
you're in, but as for me, I'll have to stop, because do you see how many gaps there are here?
Yeah.
Do you see how many opportunities people were given?
I see that one, yeah. Mm.
I want to show you something that you'll never ever realize. When I told you to buy below, this was happening.
Yeah, buy when it's low, sell when it's high. It's okay.
So as for you, ne, as a trader, you had to know that on Monday, ne, this was the opening price.
Yeah.
So if the market is opening there on Monday, let's say the market is opening here on Monday,